Good morning everyone. Jai Shri Krishna. Today I'll start chapter 16 of Bhagwad Gita, which is called Daivasura Sampad Vibhag Yoga, which means yoga through discerning the divine and the demonic natures. I'll briefly talk about this yoga and recite verses 24 from this chapter, explaining its meaning. In this chapter, Sri Krishna describes the two kinds of nature among human beings, the saintly and the demonic. The saintly nature develops by following the instructions of the scriptures, cultivating the mode of goodness and purifying the mind through the spiritual practices. It leads to the enhancement of Devi Sampati, means godly qualities, eventually culminating in God realization. In contrast, there is also the demonic nature that develops from associating with the modes of passion and ignorance and embracing materialistic views. It breeds unwholesome traits in one's personality and eventually throws the soul into hellish kinds of existence. Verses 1-24. Shri Bhagwana Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Sansuddhi Gnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi Danam Damashva Yagnasya Swadhyayastapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Krodhastyagaha Santirapainushama Daya Bhuteshva Lolutpam Mardavahira Chapalam Teja Kshama Shruddhihi Socha Matroho Nathimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Devim Vichasyatya Bharata Dambo Darbo Abhimanascha Krodha Parushmeva Cha Agnanam Cha Vichatasya Partha Sampadama Surima Devi Sabhya Vimokshaya Nibandaya Shurimata Masuchaha Sampada Devima Abhichatosi Pandava. Though Bhuga Sargo Loke Asmin Deva Asura Evacha Devo Vistarasha Prokta Asuram Partha Meshrunu Pravnutecha Nivritimcha Jana Cha Vidura Suraha न शौचं नापि चाचारो न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते असत्यं प्रतिष्ठं ते जगदाहुरनिश्चरं परस्पर सम्भूत किमन्य कामहेतुकम् एतां दृष्टिं वष्टभ्य नष्टात्मानो अपलवृद्धया प्रभवयतु गुणर्माण क्षयाय जगतो अहिताः काममाश्रित्य दुष्टरं दम्भमानमदान्विताः मोहात् गृहीत्वा सदाः न प्रवर्तते शुचिव्रताः चिन्तामपरिमेयां च प्रलयान्तामुपाश्रिताः कामोपभोगपरमा एतावदिति निःश्रिताः आशापाशसतैर्बद्धाः कामक्रोधपरायणाः ईर्हन्ते कामभोगार्थ मन्यायेऽथ सज्जनान् इदमद्य मया लब्धमिमं प्रापशे मनोरथम् इदमस्तीदमपि मे भविष्यति पुनर्धनम् असौ मया हतः शत्रुर्हिनशि चापरानपि ईश्वरो अहमहं भोगी सिद्धोऽहं बलवान् सुखी आज्योऽपि जनवानस्मि कौन्ष्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्षे दास्यामि मोदिष्य इत्यज्ञानविमोहिताः अनेकचित्तविभ्रान्ता मोहजालसमावृताः प्रसक्ताः कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च आत्मसम्भाविताः स्तब्धा धनमानमदान्विताः यजन्ते नाम यज्ञैस्ते दभेन्न विधिपूर्वकम् अहङ्कारं बलं दर्प कामक्रोधं च संश्रिताः ममत्परदेहेषु प्रतिसन्तो अपयूषूयकाः तानहं दृश्यतः क्रूरा न संसारेषु नराधमान् क्षिपाम्यज श्रमशुभाना सुरेस्रेव योनिषु आशुरे योनिमापन्ना मुढा जन्मनि जन्मनि मां प्राप्येव कौन्तेय ततो यान्त्वधमां गतिम् त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभस्तस्मादेततुल्योद्यजेत एतैर्विमुक्ति कौन्तेय तमोद्वारे सृगिन्नरः आचारत्या मनः श्रेष्ठतो याति परां गतिम् यशास्त्रविधि मृत्युच वर्तते कामकारतः न स सिद्धिं प्राप्नोति न सुखं न परां गतिम् तस्माच्छास्त्र प्रमाणं ते कार्यकार्यव्यवस्थितौ ज्ञात्वा शास्त्रविधानोक्तं कर्म कर्तुं ह्याहिषे which means the Supreme Divine Personality said, O son of Bharat, these are the saintly virtues of those endowed with divine nature: fearlessness, purity of mind, steadfastness in spiritual knowledge, charity, control of senses, performance of sacrifice, study of sacred books, austerity, straightforwardness, non-violence, truthfulness, absence of anger, renunciation, peacefulness, restraint from fault-finding, compassion towards all living beings, absence of covetousness, gentleness, modesty, and lack of fickleness, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, bearing enmity towards none, and absence of vanity. O Partha, the qualities of those who possess a demonic nature are hypocrisy, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. The divine qualities lead to liberation, while the demonic quality are the cause for a continuing destiny of bondage. Grieve not, O Arjuna, as you were born with saintly virtues. There are two kinds of beings in this world: those endowed with divine nature and those possessing a demonic nature. I have described the divine qualities in detail, O Arjuna. Now hear from me about the demonic nature. Those possessing a demonic nature do not comprehend what actions are proper and what are improper. Hence, they possess neither purity nor good conduct, nor even truthfulness. They say the world is without absolute truth, without any basis for moral order, and without a God who has created or is controlling it. It is created from the combination of two genders and has no purpose other than gender gratification. Holding fast to such views, these misdirected souls with smaller intellect and cruel actions arise as enemies of the world, threatening its destruction. Harboring insatiable lust, full of hypocrisy, pride, and arrogance, the demonic cling to their false tenets. Thus, illusioned, they are attracted to the impermanent and work with impure resolve. They are obsessed with endless anxieties that end only with death. Still, they maintain with complete assurance that gratification of desires and accumulation of wealth is the highest purpose of life. Held in bondage by hundreds of desires and driven by lust and anger, they strive to accumulate wealth by unjust means, all for the gratification of their senses. The demonic persons think, I have gained so much of wealth today, and I shall now fulfill this desire of mine. This is mine, and tomorrow I shall have even more. That enemy has been destroyed by me, and I shall destroy the others too. I am like God Himself. I am the enjoyer, I am powerful, and I am happy. I am wealthy, and I have highly placed relatives. Who else is equal to me? I shall perform sacrifices to celestial gods. I shall give alms. I shall rejoice. In this way, they are deluded by ignorance. Possessed and led astray by such imagining, enveloped in a mesh of delusion, and addicted to the gratification of sensuous pleasures, they descend to the murkier hell. Such self-conceited and stubborn people, full of pride and arrogant in their wealth, perform ostentatious sacrifices in the name only, with no regard to the rules of scriptures. Blinded by egotism, strength, arrogance, desire, and anger, the demonic abuse my presence within their own body and in the bodies of others. These cruel and hateful persons, the vile and vicious of humankind, I constantly hurl into the wombs of those who with similar demonic natures in the cycle of rebirth in the material world. These ignorant souls take birth again and again in demonic wombs. Falling to reach me, O Arjuna, they gradually sink into most abominable type of existence. There are 3 gates leading to the hell of self-destructions for the soul: lust, anger, and greed. Therefore, all should abandon these 3. Those who are freed from 3 gates to darkness endeavor for the welfare of their soul and thereby attain the supreme goal. Those who act under the impulse of desire, discarding the injunction of the scriptures, attain neither perfection nor happiness nor the supreme goal in the life. Therefore, let the scriptures be your authority in determining what should be done and what should not be done. Understand the scriptural injunctions and teachings, and then perform your actions in this world accordingly. अतः श्रीमद् भगवद गीता देवसुरा संपाद विभाग योग अध्याय संपूर्णम्। नमस्ते।